Hey, folks, welcome back to another great episode of Lunch with Doug. I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper. And yeah, today we got a new theme song. Lunch with Doug is distributed by Anchor.fm, powered by Cricket Wireless Mobile Data. And our thirst is quenched by DeLaney Wine. We are proudly sponsored by the laser removal services inside of Generation X Tattoo and Piercing at 319 North Osage Boulevard in Nevada, Missouri, or 417-549-0808. The Brick Wall Bistro at 127 East Cherry. Dine in, DoorDash available, or catering. 127 East Cherry Street, Nevada, Missouri. The Second Edition Shop and Bell's Boutique at 500 East Cherry Street, located at the Village Mall in Nevada, Missouri. The Local Ear Magazine Quarterly, in print, by subscription, and right to your mailbox. Subscribe today at localearmagazine.com. The Bella's Street Tacos, Tuesday at Village Mall in Nevada, Missouri, Wednesday and Thursdays at Home Base in Nevada, Missouri, available on DoorDash, and find out where they'll be at on weekends at their Facebook page. The Harry Frog Graphics at 150 North Commercial Street in Nevada, Missouri, 417-381-1077, and our friends at the Verco Apparel at 112 North Cedar Street, Nevada, Missouri, tux rentals, clothing, leather jackets, award patches, gift shop, and more. Again, I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. Welcome back to another great episode of Lunch with Doug. I've probably said that already. It is, I don't even know what day this is airing because we pre-recorded this episode. We being me and my new SEA4 little mixing board. It's a little champ. I like it. Thanks to Sarah who sold it to us. Thanks, Sarah. She'll be missing it. We'll be loving it. And yeah, actually, I guess I got a new microphone too. I think it sounds better. Not sure. About the same as the other one, but it's got more metal on it, so it's heavier. So maybe you get a little more. Maybe you get a little more like low effect or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, so what's up? How are you? Have you guys tried the DeLaney Wine yet? Today's episode title, if you looked, yes, it was Try DeLaney Wine. Why? And I did this silly little pop there. I know that's annoying, isn't it? I'm just about the most annoying guy ever. I'm rattling papers. I'm ticking. I'm talking. I'm bopping. I've turned the lows up too much. I don't know what's going on with me. But today's episode is Try. I'm writing this down on the paper so I can read it again. Like I'm going to forget. Try DeLaney Wine. Folks, have you tried it? Answer honestly, folks. Have you tried it? I see some of you have, some of you haven't. Okay. DeLaney Winery in Nevada, Missouri. You're probably listening to the show if you're in the area. If you're not in the area, that's okay too, because most of the people that come to the winery are not from the area. They come from miles away. It's true. Now, they're into wineries, so they're going to come anyway. If you're a wine connoisseur, you get it. You know what's up. You guys go to all the wines. You want to find these unique, different things, and you can definitely find some really unique, cool stuff at DeLaney Winery. Vineyard and Winery, DeLaney Vineyard and Winery. But they're kind of a novelty, so they're not open like every day. Although the people that own it live right there by it, so usually if you go down there and ding the doorbell, if they're around, they'll sell you some wine, that's for sure. Or, honestly, I mean, I know I'm a busy guy, but I'm actually one of their salespeople, as well as all the 25 other jobs that I do in life. But yeah, if you give me a ring, man, I'll if I've got a little bit of heads up, usually I can work a time pretty quick. Sometimes right away. If I'm unavailable, I'll rush down. If you're going to buy a case of wine from me, I will rush down and sell you wine. Trust me. So yeah, just to give me a call at 417-321-6254. And if you are anywhere in the Missouri, okay, can't sell outside of Missouri, but licensed to sell the wine anywhere in Missouri, to anyone, um, if you want to, for resale as well. So if you say you have a, I mean, you have to have of course, you have to have all your licensing in place as well. Our licensing covers the sales, your licensing covers the resale. And depending on what licenses you got, what you can do with that, all that good stuff. So you want to check that out, of course. But um, before you go reselling wine, of course, there's some logistics behind it. But anyway, long story short, if you've got like a liquor store or a convenience store that you're already selling alcohol products in, or if you have a restaurant that you can sell by the glass, you might want to talk to me about that, because I can help you get that set up, and that would be great, because that's what I like to do. I like to get our fantastic product, DeLaney Wine, that, as you heard in the intro, that quenches our thirst here. So I'd like to quench your thirst with it as well, if you're 21, of course. So that's what's up. Try DeLaney Wine. So what's going on with DeLaney Wine? Where can you try DeLaney Wine? Of course, I just said it's kind of a novelty of the winery. Okay, so at the winery is at 1200 South Main in Nevada, Missouri. Okay, you probably do want to call ahead if you're coming from very far distance to make sure somebody's nearby, or that you have an appointment. It is by appointment. Typically they're usually open Thursdays from around 1 to 6, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 6 most of the time. But like I said, Larry's got some health issues, the guy that owns the place, and they've been doing a lot of catching up on some things. They had some vacations scheduled during COVID that got canceled, and so they've been doing getting some of that now. So they've been out of town some, and I've been watching the winery a little more full time lately for them. So that's what's the case on that. But they are, like I said, they're in and out a bunch. So, and then their children, when they're doing these other wine shows, their children actually do that. They handle the wine strolls and stuff in Kansas City and all that. So you can get them at select wine events in the state. Wine strolls up around the Kansas City area. They do those a lot. Where you can get them on a regular basis at Appleton City at the Keg and Cork. Actually, it's the Cork and Keg, my bad. Cork and Keg, Appleton City, Missouri. You can get them at the Osage Cheese Factory. Sorry, it's the Osceola Cheese Factory in Osceola, Missouri. There we go, Osage. That's something different. The Osceola Cheese Factory, folks, and that's a worth a stop there anyway. It's a cool place. So, and they've got fantastic product. So you can get it there. You can get it in Nevada, a lot of places in Nevada where we're at. You can get it at Ricketts Southside Plaza. You can get it at Mr. D Smoke Shop. You can get it at Cash and Dash, both Cash and Dash locations. You can get it at Tobacco Shack. And you can get it by the bottle at the American Legion. And you can get it by the glass at Brick Wall Bistro. Brick Wall Bistro. There we go. So lots of places there in Nevada. So yeah, we'd like to get some more places. So if you have a restaurant and you'd like to sell by glass, let me know. 417-321-6254. I can get you set up with the details and the products that I think would work well for you. And honestly, there is not a bad wine. Unless there's people that certain wine connoisseurs that don't like the sweet wines. But we got some dries. So there's usually at least one wine that, no matter how wine connoisseur they are, there's one that they like. And usually, if they like sweet wines, man, you're in sweet wine heaven if you like sweet wines. So most of the people that drink the table wines like what we got are the sweet wine folks. We've got JJ's Jewel, and it is fantastic. It competes with that cupcake Moscato that you guys love out there so much that all these places are selling. I tell you what, once you've had the JJ Jewel against the cupcake Moscato, you always go for the Jewel. And Jewel, of course, has the Moscato stuff in it. We've got one with sangria. That's fantastic. It's a country red. It also pairs well with Chiefs games. So a lot of the Chiefs fans, of course, just because it's red and it's country red and it's Chiefs country, right? Why not? But yeah, it's got a little bit of sangria in it, and it is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Then there's a Celtic wine that is delicious. There's one called City White, also kind of a sweet white, of course, City white wine, and it is delicious as well. Now, one of our more semi-sweets that has some Norton in it is called Leighton's Liking, and oh my goodness, that's one of the top sellers. Also won an award, but one of the what I call the people that the wine connoisseurs that like the more dry wine that come from like Oregon and California. Believe it or not, they come from Oregon, California, Pennsylvania, England. One person was in there one day in England at the shop at the winery in Nevada, Missouri. Believe it or not, they saw it on the cool map that the state winery, the state tourism board puts out for the wine tourism. They got these maps, and Nevada, Missouri's on. It's fantastic. And they spent like $3.5 million a year producing this stuff to advertise these wineries in Missouri. So Nevada really benefits from that tourism money. So it's a great attraction for people to get people into the good town of Nevada, Missouri. So and if you have a winery, of course, in your town, you should thank them because they qualify for the same stuff. So if they're a licensed winery in the state of Missouri, they're getting lots of advertisement from the wine tourism board, and they're on the map. And these people that are coming from out of all these places are probably, they're going to look for wineries, man. They're going out wine tour, and they're wine touring in Missouri, and if they're in the area, they're going to stop at all the wineries, and they're probably going to buy something from all of them. And while they're in your town, they're probably going to buy some gas. They might go out to eat. They might rent a hotel room. I mean, there's lots of perks to getting people to come through your town, so they might do some shopping. If you're in Nevada, definitely do some shopping and all that. Maybe charge up your Tesla charging station there in Nevada. We get a lot of folks in for that too. And Tesla drivers, believe it or not, are also lovers of DeLaney Wine. I'll tell you that much. Boom, I've talked too much today, folks. So try DeLaney Wine. That's the point of this conversation. Check them out. Find out more. I'm going to link some stuff in the description. And also, there's a message button in the description. Message me, folks. I want to hear your lovely voices on this show. Well, thank you, folks. That's going to wrap our show up today. Today's episode of Lunch with Doug was distributed by Anchor.fm, powered by the Cricket mobile wireless data, and our thirst was quenched from DeLaney Vineyard and Winery. Today's episode sponsored by Laser Removal Services inside Generation X Tattoo and Piercing at 319 North Osage Boulevard in Nevada, Missouri, or call them at 417-549-0808. The Brick Wall Bistro at 127 East Cherry Street. Dine in, DoorDash available, or catering on demand. Second Edition Shop in the Bells Boutique at 500 East Cherry Street, located inside of the Village Mall in Nevada, Missouri. The Local Ear Magazine Quarterly in print by subscription and right to your mailbox. Subscribe today at localearmagazine.com. The Bella's Street Tacos, open Tuesday at the Village Mall in Nevada, Missouri, and Wednesday and Thursday at Home Base in Nevada, Missouri. Available on DoorDash. And for weekend locations, look at their Facebook page. The Harry Frog Graphics, 150 North Commercial Street, Nevada, Missouri, 417-381-1077. And our friends at the Verco Apparel at 112 North Cedar Street, Nevada, Missouri. Tux rentals, clothing, letter jackets, award patches, and more. I'm Dangerous Doug Harper, and thank you once again for spending your lunchtime with me.